Greetings everybody, TheMechanist here, and today I have some Crash Bandicoot 1 gameplay taken from my Whatever Wednesdays livestream, which I stream here on YouTube every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. With that said, I do hope you enjoy the video, and if you do, please consider hitting the like button and impacting the subscribe button. It'll really help out in the long run. With all that out of the way, I do hope you enjoy the video. Ah, classic. I love it. Giant evil machine that doesn't look like it does anything, but it does everything. Check. And evil scientists being evil. It's a classic for a reason. And now everything goes wrong.
The vortex is not ready. We have no idea what it could do.
Yep, because we're Crash, we are too insane for a smart machine. That's not even a joke, that was supposed to make us super intelligent. You could say it crashed. We somehow survived that. And now the reason to play the game. That's right, we escaped and we gotta save her. No more justification than that. Now we actually wash up on a beach many islands away. Crash scratches his head, says, let's get to work, and we're gaming. Yes, I know you're supposed to jump on those. I don't bother. I love this game. It's a classic for a reason. That's why they brought back in the Sane Trilogy, which I gotta say, one of the smartest decisions I have ever heard of and seen. Maybe not the smartest, but definitely up there. Granted, you know, any classic gamer would agree with that. Something about this game just relaxes. Of course, that's probably just me. But I believe most people who play this end up having a hard time. And now for Super Mode. You know, I like how in this game you actually have to earn Super Mode, but there's no limitation of, you know, using it. Yes, achievement, thank you. Don't miss that box. But, in games like Mario, you have to hope there's a superstar on the stage. Just, you know, little differences that keep these games unique and fresh, and now we go back. That's one thing I never liked about Crash was the split paths. You know, oh, you gotta go left and then right, or you gotta go right and then left. Yeah. Especially tricky in the later games where they actually add difficulty. Don't miss this jump up. Now for the very first challenge of Crash Bandicoot. How do you break these boxes? You gotta jump, 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 and you get the idea. Can't miss one. You can, but very difficult, and we're done. Hello, turtle. Unlike Mario, we don't have to jump on you. Alright, got the gem, and we're on our way. Perfect. And with that, we're on our way to 100%. Celebrate. 3%. Alright, next level, and we still have Aku Aku, so Super Mode. Don't care about TNT, don't care about bouncy boxes, don't care about skunks, don't care about jumps. Actually we do, because we're not safe from jumps. Can't be safe. Actually, I don't think you can be safe from jumps. Oh, yep, this is where we get our first bonus level. Now, we wait so we can get another Super Mode. I think this stage is technically supposed to be the Super Mode tutorial. Letting you know, hey, this is a feature in the game. This is all it can and can't do. And we will not be able to 100% this stage because we don't have the green gem. Another classic of Crash, gotta come back later. That's not gonna stop me though from breaking every box. Okay, this is a test of true classic Crash gamers. Easy, moving on, don't care. It's gonna blow up. Cool guys don't look at explosions. Cool gamers don't look at explosions either. But you have to be careful, sometimes they will hide TNT. And now for bonus rounds, which in the original game was basically how you saved your game if you didn't use codes. They come in here, oh no, so challenging, what am I ever gonna do, and we're done. They hide her, she gets kidnapped again, and hey, we're done. Don't worry, those get tricky later. Moving on. Just got a few jumps. It's easy to fall down those. And we're missing 3, but you know what? That's because you don't have the green gem. Moving on. Yep, but you missed 3 boxes. You cannot get those boxes any earlier though, unfortunately. Alright, this stage always stood out to me because it shows that Crash can go 2D and 3D. For instance, this is a 2D platformer. And another super mode. By the way, what do you think of my little profile icon being up there? Helps, I'm trying to help associate, the channel with me. That makes sense. I know a lot of people do that. I decided to do it. Tell me what you think. And super mode again. Don't care about turtles, don't care about plants, don't care about bridges, don't care about this either. Hey, there's a monkey, don't care. Let me ask you a question. Do you think I care? I don't. And you're originally supposed to, jump off those boxes, but you don't have to. Let's be honest, this is Crash. You don't have to do anything you don't want to. Except have a good time. Hello, turtle. Hello, monkey. And might as well grab another super mode while we're at it. Super easy. Don't care about these spike traps because we're in super mode. Don't care about you. Get the 1-up, even though we don't care about lives. It sounds like I don't care, don't it? But I actually do care. Just not in super mode. Now I know we're going to be running out soon, so wait the trap, wait the fire, and move on. The funny thing is, I think we're supposed to be on the outside of the gate, aren't we? So why are there traps on the outside? Don't know. Bonus round. Let's get some free lives, free fruit. Get that. Now, can I do this? 1, 2, 3, got it. That's the hardest part of this game, is collecting boxes by jumping on them over a gap. You get more of that later, in 2 and 3. Right, back at the spike logs, don't care, and we can't get that because we don't have the gem. Again. Moving on. Yep, this boxes, that was beyond our control, but I think those gems are there to remind you that, hey, you have to come back to 100% the game, you can't just one-shot this, which I can appreciate. Yep, the iconic run away from the screen level in Crash Bandicoot. These are very difficult until you've played the game a few times, then it becomes, well, you'll find out. Oh no, Crash, you're about to get run over by a boulder. Or is it just crushed? I don't know, but guess what? Luckily we have these little alcoves, because whoever built this was weird. Come on, and run! Careful of the jumps. You really have to look ahead in these types of levels. Or memorize it, that's also an option. I'll let you do you, gamer. Get the boxes, although I do think those crush it now. In the original game, it did it. You would have to actually break every box as you ran, making it difficult to 100%. But then again, this game was already difficult to 100% because in the original game, you had to beat a stage without dying while collecting all the boxes to collect the gem. Which, as you can imagine, was a little bit difficult to ask of, well, new gamers. But they changed it on this, you just have to beat the stage. Although they kept it for the color gems, which I like. Nice little throwback. And color gem levels are pretty difficult, and we're done. Another perfect. Oh, look at that. We're already up to what? 10%? Yes, 10%. Water levels. This also teaches you a valuable lesson right now. You might have to walk backwards. You might want to memorize that for later. Classic Crash. I love it. I really do. Plus, doesn't this water just look inviting, like you want to take a swim? Although Crash, like many platformers, can't swim. Heck, Mario can't even swim unless it's a water level. Although I believe they eventually changed that, didn't they? Sonic can't swim, Crash can't swim. Although in later games he can. As long as he has scuba equipment on. But that'll come later. Gotta wait on the sleeve. And yes, you can spin those, I just don't like to, because I screw up about half the time. Hello, plants. Those are a lot easier to deal with than Mario's, and I'm gonna miss that. I probably could have made it, but didn't want to risk it. Alright. Simple water platforming, which is a sentence I never thought I would say. Although it would be cool to see a water-based platformer. Maybe not swimming, but water-based. Those close on their own, so you gotta time it, and don't care about the fish. And another one we cannot 100%. So going back to what I was saying about how you have to live to get the gem, I think that's trying to be quote-unquote lore accurate. Because if you think about it, in a game, main characters, although you have 50 lives, doesn't exactly add up. You have to be a level 1, or technically the main character, sorry, 1 second, there we go, needs to get level in, one shot, they're alive at the end. So I think that's why they had it where you have to be the level 100% without dying. I don't know, that's just my idea. So yeah, I told you these bonus stages will get harder. Alright, catch the leaf just in time. And unfortunately another stage we're not going to build 100% because we saw those gems. Jump on the plant, and we're done. How many did we miss? Another 3. At least I didn't make it 33. Time for the first battle, Papu Papu, who, in case, you don't know, is actually really easy to beat. I think they made changes to it, but yeah, you just do this. Nope, screwed it up. I say it's really easy and I'm screwing it up. There we go. Now it begins. Nope, screwed it up again. It's because I'm live. But yeah, you can just chain this. Just gotta make sure the staff comes down. And before, you can just sit in the chair. Either way, he's still really easy to beat. But then again, he's the first boss. Now for something new, we jump off his belly. It's easy to say that Crash Boss is not really the hardest. But then again, they don't have to be. They just have to be a challenge, not the challenge. In fact, the challenge in Crash Bandicoot is, can you guess? 100% in the game. That's, dang it, always the challenge. And by that, I mean, you'll see specifically game number 2, let's just say there's a very, very difficult level that makes you wish you could just fight bosses over and over and over again. Now up here is a really, you might think, oh, TNT, just blow up the TNT, right? Nothing to waste. Yes, there is, because in one of these crates is, where is it? Right there, the embryo stage. And if you blow it up, you actually don't get the little, token, we'll call them. So you have to be very careful and make sure you actually break every crate yourself. Otherwise, you might miss out on a token and wonder where's the token, when all you had to do was break it yourself. The game's very good about doing stuff like that. Moving on. Just a little bit of tricky platforming because there's timing, there's invincible obstacles, there's stuff everywhere. And I do know from gaming experience that there is, in fact, a hidden token where you can't see it. Let's see if we can find it together. Eventually. Bonus stage. Let's see how difficult this one is. And, ooh, it's a jumping puzzle platformer. Whatever. Can we do it without touching the metal? So close. Can we do it without touching metal? Yes, and dang it. We failed. I might as well grab this. You never know if you're going to need one extra life. So close to completing our own personal challenge. Alright, we're back in the platform, and look at that, we can't beat this stage because we don't have the blue gem. Oh well. Hello, skunk. And would you look at that, we did miss an embryo one. Trying to prove my point. Well, like I said, it was off screen, kind of hard, you can't actually see it, you just have to quote unquote remember. But I don't mind missing it to prove a point because you need the blue gem. You need the blue gem. Yes, we missed boxes. How many? It turns out quite a bit. Don't care, moving on. Personal favorite level, Hog Wild. And in this, well, the stage plays itself, and not like an auto-scroller. Although it could be argued that this is an auto-scroller. What this is difficult for most people. Another stage where you kind of have to memorize it, or have great reflexes. Luckily, as a gamer, you most likely have great reflexes, or great predictability. And that's not being predictable so much as predicting game design. Keep it moving, careful of that, jump here, and we should be done. Nope, checkpoint. A little bit longer then. Predict and move. You know, I think this was a precursor to Crash Bandicoot 3 where Crash drives a motorcycle. But he's hog wild right now. Riding his hog. Yes, you get the idea. Sorry, I love Crash Bandicoot. Oh, I didn't make that jump. I actually thought I did. My first death. But this is difficult for some people. And remember, this is old school platforming. You're gonna die a few times. Let's be real. No matter how much experience you have with this, you're gonna die. There we go, made it that time. And we're done. I know, they're perfect. Look at that, we're almost 20% done, and it's only been roughly 20 minutes. Actually, probably more like 15. And now we're climbing out of the fortress. I love when platform or the levels actually tell a story. Because we used the first gate to break in, and now we're using this gate to break out. So, got to be careful we don't have invincible Aku Aku. But this lets us show off real platforming. Or not real side-scrolling platform because we have no invincibility. So gotta be careful, this is slippery. Although, you know, I get that you're supposed to be platforming, but who builds a wall like this? All I think of is like the people who work here. Are they supposed to traverse this, or are they just experts at platforming? Although some games are pretty good about making it seem pretty obvious, like Mega Man. Like, oh, you're in a factory, this is how the factory layout works. Kind of just accept it and move on, please. Jumpy, jumpy, jumpy. And also, this is a very tall gate. You'll see in a second when you can compare Crash to... Well, I mean, technically you could already see it. You fought Papu Papu, who's a real person. These shield people, very annoying to new gamers. But once you figure them out, they're easy. Also strong. Look at this, I can just bounce forever. Moving on, careful of the jumps. Now, one thing you may hear me say on occasion when I play this game, especially more towards the middle and late game, is I got pillboxed. That's a reference to Crash's hitbox and detection box. Sometimes you'll actually make a jump, but then slide off, and yeah, just want to preference that before you start questioning why is he saying pillbox. That makes no sense. Hey, cool, we got them all. And we saved the lives. Now, I could probably make this jump, but I'm going to wait. Now I can go. Spin these rollers, but first, bonus stage. And you have to be careful, you can fall off bonus stage platforms. I nothing worse than losing a life for that reason. Oh, and it goes without saying, these bonus rounds, if you die in them, it doesn't count. You can just retry. Also, they work as checkpoints. Nice little feature. In fact, I think it'd be cool if they made a Dark Souls platformer where you have to earn your checkpoints by doing either mini-bosses or extremely hard puzzle platformers, but after you complete the challenge, hey, you get your checkpoint. Rather than just giving them out. Actually, that'd be really cool. It'd be difficult. See, right there, pillboxed. But luckily, I didn't die. I swear I didn't do that on purpose. Grab the Aku Aku. And we're good. Oops. Just take that. And this is something I never knew about this game until I watched a speedrunner. You can go back here. I mean, it's supposed to be pretty obvious because, you know, there's a spike missing. Now let's just skip all of this. And then you come out right here. Luckily, I don't miss any boxes, so I don't mind doing that to show it off. And that's also supposed to give you a hint about the future of this stage. Careful, make it. Because coming up very shortly, there's going to be a jump with 3 torches, and yeah, I'm taking the hit, I don't care. I mean, this is Aku. You lose your Aku mask in the first game, if I remember. Some levels taken away from you. And a red gem required, so we can't 100% this one either. Most of these early levels you cannot 100%. Most of the later levels you can. Not all, but most. Careful, time it right, and we're golden. But see, right here. Normally I would always try to make that jump. But you're supposed to take a break right here. So, a little advice. Little tip, little trick, little whatever you want to call it. Because we're still climbing this extremely tall gate. Why is the back door so much taller? Oops, I fell. I don't know. You have to ask the people who created this game. Go on, get the lives, and made it before they turned around. Almost at the end of the stage, and yes, I'm still going for boxes because it's a habit. I mean, you can't have a box and not break it. And we're at the tippy top, which means we're done. And missed boxes again. Beyond our control, though. It's not like we chose to leave them behind. More water platforming. You know, I never understood why they have this here. Is it supposed to signify this is where Crash technically starts the stage, even though he starts here? I don't know. No, don't care. Just game. I'm up to 40 lives. Am I going to waste those eventually? Maybe. There are... Well, let's just say there's a notoriously difficult stage in this game. Yeah. Although I'm pretty good about it, I tend to only lose maybe 5 to 10 lives when I play it. I've seen it be a run killer for a lot of people. They play the stage, they say, nope, I've died and restarted 20 times, I am done. But, you know what? It just reminds me of That's How Get Out Your Monkey. Old school platforming was very unforgiving. If you wanted to win, you had to work for it. That's not to say modern day platforming is the same, but it definitely feels a lot easier. In fact, for comparison, you can watch me play Crash all the way through, and watch you play Mario Wonder all the way through, and compare modern platforming to old school platforming. Because this is pretty much the same game, except for the pillbox, hitbox, hurtbox, detection box, whatever you want to call it, and graphics. Plus, I think they changed the music. Oh, bad timing. Almost screwed that up. Alright, play a little bit aggressively. Oh, and before anybody asks, I repeat, will not, come down here real quick, be, doing time relics. Spin away an extra life. That's actually a classic thing to do in Crash. Not by accident, actually on purpose, although that was an accident. Now, you see, I think I overshot it. I'm supposed to go back now, if I remember correctly. Yeah, because you're technically not supposed to jump back up. I don't care. Because I am a Crash. Whoops. Let's just do it again. We won't do it the game intended way, we'll do it the gamer intended way. You're not cool if you don't break the game in some way. Alright. Not cool, sorry, I meant you're not a gamer. My bad. You're not a true gamer if you don't try to break every game you play, even just a little bit. A little bit of cheese here and there, a little bit of break here and there. I spun that fish. Whatever. Moving on to the bonus. These bonuses are also a great way to get lives. I mean, that's pretty much all they're here for. Technically, they're here for 100%, but in actuality, they're here for lives. Basically, hey, take a pit stop, get a few lives, and get some practice in, because you're going to need it. That's how I view the bonus rounds, at least, in Crash 1. In Crash 2 and 3, it was supposed to be like, hey, this is a fun little gimmick. 4, 5, those are 5 bounces each, careful, and screwing up, recovered. Moving on. Alright, back to water platforming. Would you look at that, 48 lives. Alright, this is careful timing. There's a fish, there's a plant, and there's a leaf. All 3 have to become perfectly in sync. And by that, I mean it has to be optimal for us. Because again, you can just spin away fish. Get the gem, we're done. And there's a big log in our way. Another perfect. So what does that put up to? 24, 25%? 24, almost a quarter of the way done. But remember, there's backtracking. Ripperoo. I am horrible at this boss fight. Although I'm good at the second version in Crash 2, I just never was good at this boss fight. Don't know why, but that's just how it is. And all the time I fought it, I still never bothered to figure out how you're supposed to do it. I mean, I know it's a timing thing and a TNT thing, and I'm going to hide in this corner so I can't get hit. If I remember correctly, he never goes into the four corners. Oh, mistimed. I think this one you have to do over here. Now we play the waiting game. It's also about timing. There's no perfect time to hit these, but you can try. Hit that one, and I think it should explode. Got him. Alright, if I remember, this is the diamond now. Oh, the box moved. If I can... You know, I'm gonna do the speedrunner trick. You blow it up yourself, if you have an Aku Aku. We're done. No more annoyances anymore. Well, that was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed playing. This has been TheMechanist, logging off. Until next time.